Good morning, everyone. Nice to have you on this platform again and following up with this series. So, this particular series is going to talk basically on Google Slides, how to navigate Google Slides, how to design a good presentation slides, and this video is still basically on use of mobile devices to navigate your Google Workspace. I still remain your instructor, Carolina Benedict from GATS. So today we are going to focus on Google Slides, like I told you earlier, and we are going to see how we can navigate a Google Slide. So let's get to work. So first of all, we need to open our Google Slide, and I want to believe that for you to be able to do that, you should already have a Google account, a Gmail account, and then you've activated your Google Drive. Now, one good thing about Google Drive and Google Workspace tool is that your works are saved and you can always access it at any time from any device as you want to. All you need to do is just log into your account and you'll be able to access your work. So we're going to utilize our plus as usual. This is Google Slide. So click on it and let it open. Alright, so this is our work environment. Before we develop any content, let me take you through on the basic tools you will be using in order to make your slide a good one or presentable. So first of all, as you know, this particular button is to close the document, right? Then this is your undo button, this is your redo button. This button helps you to be able to present. Okay, if you want to present the slide, you can be able to do that. Let's check the options in it. Okay, so you can see you can decide to present the slide. Okay, either you want to present the slide on the connected display, or you present it in a meeting. Okay, or better still, you can present it in a scheduled meeting. Let's look at the plus button, all right, and see what is inside. So the plus button is basically an insert button. So you can be able to add a comment. You can also insert a text to work, and also insert an image, a shape, as well as a line to your work. You can also be able to insert a table, and if an item is highlighted, most likely you can be able to insert a link. Okay, so that is for the plus button. And this is already showing you the icon for adding a comment. So let's look at the three dots at the topmost right. With that, you should be able to change the theme of your slide or your presentation. And again, you can show a speaker note that you can be able to make reference to by the time you want to do your presentation. Then you can also be able to make a copy of this, and it will also be automatically saved in your drive. Then you can go further to share your document with anyone, or to allow permissions for view. Let's see what that is. Now, in the sharing of your document, you can be able to share the document, all right, with other colleagues who probably you want them to be working on the same document, or you want them to edit it or modify it or make changes to the presentation. This is the button you're going to use. And how does it work? So when you click on it, it's going to take you to a page where you can now be able to add here in the blinking button to add your co-workers or co-partners emails, and that will be shared with them, and they can be able to edit the work from their end. You can be able to manage access. Managing access is to tell you who can be able to do what to this particular document or presentation. All right, and how does it work? Let's check it. So to manage access, you can just simply click on this particular option here to change how you want the work to be accessed. All right, so you go ahead to click on this particular button. You can see an arrow lead. Anyone with an internet with this link can view So you can see the viewer option, you can select. See, so you can either make them to that anyone with the link can be able to view, or they can comment, or they can also be an editor to the presentation. So that's how you manage access to your document. The next thing you can also do is to move the document or the presentation to another folder, all right? Or you want to make it saved in a folder. And let's see how that works. So you click on it. All right, so at this point I can decide to select any of these folders, any of them, and then I'll be able to move them. Otherwise, I can decide to create another folder or a new folder entirely, okay, which can be separately for this particular presentation, or for all my presentations that are in this category. Okay, so that's for that. For now, we're not creating any folder, so let's leave that aside and move on. So if you want to insert a content into any of the boxes, in the title box, of course, this is the title slide, all right? So you double click on it, and when you do that, you can see the keypad has shown up, meaning you can be able to type in whatever you want. And again, this particular button has been activated, which is your formatting tool that you can use to format the text, format the shapes, format anything you have put into the document. So let's see what's in the content of the tool. All right, so with the tool, you can be able to change the font of the content, change the font size. All right, you can also be able to bold it, okay, put it in italics. You can also underline, strike through, just similar modifications, superscript, subscript, okay, as that in the Word document. Then again, you can change the color of the text, okay, the font color, and you can also modify the text background color or highlight. Then apart from that, you can align text content either to the left or centralized, or to the right, or you justify. All right. Then again, you can also make your content or your text to tilt to the top of the box, or to be centered in the box, or on the bottom line of the box. Then again, you can also decide to add, maybe you're making a list of items, so you can give a bulletin, all right, or you give a numbering. Then you can also modify the line spacing between paragraph. In addition, you can autofill text, and let's see. So you can decide not to autofill the text. Then if you're autofilling a text, for instance, you have copied a content and you want to fill into the shape, into the text box, then if you don't want it to be autofilled, then you disable this by clicking. Then you can shrink text, okay, on overflow, and you can also resize shape to fit text, meaning the shape, by the time you insert or you paste the text in the shape, it can resize the shape to fit the text the way it is. Then the next thing you can do is formatting the shape. So if you want to format the shape, instead of the text, so you can actually now bring up a fill to fill the shape, give the shape border a color, all right, of your choice. Then if you want to change the border weight, you can change the border weight, so you can either increase the border weight or you decrease the border weight. You can change the border to dash, or you make it to be a line, depending on what you want the border to look like, and then you can format the text. So let's get to work and see how we can navigate and form things into this particular presentation. So here I want to do a presentation, so I'll first of all give a title slide and who is doing the presentation. Now, before we continue, I need to know and understand that when you're developing a presentation, your slide should not be too worded, meaning the wordings should not be too voluminous, okay, too clumsy, so it does not discourage your readers, your followers, and those who want to read through. So each of the slides should have as minimum text to be contained as possible, that will be visible enough when you are doing your presentation. And that is why it is called PowerPoint. So it should be points that are powerful enough to give a description of what you intend to present. So let's give it a title. Okay, presentation on tuberculosis. All right, so I click on the next one, double click, like I said, by, okay, let me say Karalulu Benedict. All right, so I want to bold that. I want, first of all, let me reshape this. You can click and drag the shape, the text box, to any side or to any point on the presentation as you want. Okay, you can do that. You can reshape it, okay, by simply clicking on the dots. Okay, each of these dots is giving you options of reshaping. You can reshape it as you want. All right, so now you want to increase the font size, give it a color. So let's format our text or input. So I want to look at to increase the font size to 48. Okay, let me make it 60. All right, fine. Okay, I want to check for this. Let me use impact. Good. All right, and then I want to check the text color. Go to basic, give it a blue. Oh, I love blue. Okay, don't let me give it a highlight. Let's go back. What else do we want to do? I want it to, it's already centralized. I want it to stay in between, in the box. You can see instead of going up or bottom, it is at the middle. So let's come to this to increase the font. Go to our font, increase the font size. Okay, so let's take it to 36 and give it lobster color. All right, give it a text color, basic, and want to use this. Okay, and then let's bold it. Good. Let's still increase the fonts to 48. Good. Now to accommodate that, I want to click and drag down the box. Though that may not really affect anything, but then it's fine. Click inside, remove the space. Okay, so this is it. Presentation on tuberculosis by Karalulu Benedict B. So that is the title slide. All right, so now to add a slide, I can use this button to add a slide, or I use this to add a slide. Okay, so these other icons here or buttons here are shortcuts. Right, so this will help you to change the theme, and then this is to insert a table, then this is to insert a line, and this will help you to insert a shape. Okay, then this will help you to insert an image. Then in the plus, you can be able to insert every other thing as you want to. So like I said, these are shortcuts to what is either in the plus or in the formatting tool, as when you highlight or click on a particular text box. So let's move on. Let's add another slide. Okay, and then you can choose whichever way you want the slides to appear. So in this case, I need a title and a body. So I click on that slide too. So let's give it title. So let's say double click and put its definition. Let me say overview of tuberculosis, TB. So let's go and copy our work and come and paste it down. So I will copy it to this length and stop. Okay, bring it in, double click inside and paste it. Okay, now we can come and reshape it. All right, take it to, let's say 30, that's small. Can increase it to 36. to any number as you want, then bold it. All right, then I can bring it to the middle of the box. Yes, give it a text color. Okay, then come to reshape this as well. Let's give it 30. Would that be too small? Let's give it 36. So let's make this 48. Good. So 36. Now we need to justify the content so it looks presentable. So you can justify, or if that gives you problem, you take it back to the left. Okay, or you can even centralize as you want it to be. So let's leave it centralized anyway. Okay, what else do we want to do for this? Okay, so let's go back. Now that is for slide 2. Now the slide 2 still have other contents which we can still copy and also paste, so as a continuation. So we're going to do this. Okay, copies, but then let's command down. Now to avoid much stress, what we can do is to click on the slides. Okay, so click on the slides here. When you click on the slide, it brings an option of copy, so you can copy, and then you click on it again and paste. It's going to paste it to slide 3. Then this particular one we are viewing now is slide 3. So we can click on it and remove the content. Let's highlight all, select all and delete them. Then since this is a continuation, so we'll put 3 dots. The 3 dots here means it is a continuation of the previous. All right, so we can now go and copy the remaining. All right, you can just click on it and paste it. Fine. Now we can still come here and do our editing. Remember, we're using 36, so your text size should be regular as much as possible. And then we're still on area, so that's fine. Let's bold. No, we didn't bold the order, so no need of bolding this as well. So let's put it central. Of course, we are working it on central, so we want to give it a pattern. Okay, what else? Okay, that's fine. So the next slide is going to give us let's see what we have. What's the next thing? Signs of tuberculosis. Then I can decide to copy this image and come and insert it in a different slide, but possibly the next slide after that. Okay, so let me insert a slide. All right, let's say title. Okay, so click on it, click on the slide anywhere and paste the image. Then bring the image down. Use the corners to adjust the image sizes as you want to be. Okay, so let's give the image a title. Okay, a man with signs of TB. All right, do not forget that the title is you're going to bold it and give it a desirable font to match with others and bring it to the middle. Good. Then give it a corresponding color as for others. Okay, a man with TB. So the next thing, let's give another slide, a title and a body. So we will look at it as a signs or presentation of TB. Let's call it clinical presentation of TB. Okay, so in this case I just want to use bulletins, so I'll just go and copy the signs and symptoms of tuberculosis. Remember, this is a PowerPoint, so I just copy that, bring it in. I just copy and bring it in, paste it inside. All right, it has already given it a number automatically, and possibly is it I going to use this? Okay, is it I can use the text and a corresponding image by the side, or I just simply remove the text and put in an image. So let's insert an image from our image box, and then so when you want to insert an image, you can either insert your image from your photos, or you can snap from the camera directly. So let's go for photos, image in photos. So let's look at signs and symptoms of tuberculosis. Okay, this is it. All right, so we can bring it here and enlarge it as we want it to be. So let's shift this up and then so let's enlarge it for viewability, or possibly let's shift it one side, take it one side. So let's take it one side and shorten this. Let's edit it and give it a color. Okay. Bold it, give it the usual coloring of blue. All right. Yeah, blue. Okay, so we can actually leave that. What else can we do? Let's add another slide to represent the next point. Let's say okay, let's see what we want to add. Let's look at the content first. So the next thing is after signs and symptoms is diagnosis of tuberculosis. All right, so let's copy Mantoux tuberculin skin test. So the next thing we want to look is a test on the body. So let's call it diagnosis of TB. Insert what we have copied. Okay, it's automatically giving it a bulletin because it is bullet here already. So let's say in vitro blood test as part of the diagnosis. Copy. Copy the next one. Acid first. The Hamadi heading to 48 as usual. Bring it to center, then give it a color basic of blue, and then let's bold it. Good. So let's bring this to font size 36. You can see it's clear now. And then no, not bolding. So let's also centralize as we did for others. Okay. So that's for that. The next thing we want to look at is let's see if there is anything like complications of TB and the like. Okay, we can just get a slide on that. Let's add another slide. Okay, let's just pick anyone. We just remove this and then we want to add a particular one. We add an image. Let's see, we have an image. We want to add complications of TB. Yeah, so we can just put this as part of it, complications of tuberculosis, and then again we can go further to add another slide for management of TB. Sorry, let's undo. Okay, title it to be management of TB. Okay, let's go and copy what we want it to be in the management. Okay, so here we have isolate patients with possible TB. Okay, so let's copy isolate patients with possible TB. Copy and paste. Okay, so what we're going to do now is to highlight. Let's start from the heading. Okay, so from the heading we're going to do formats, the text, the font size 48. Okay, bold it, give it a color as usual, blue, and then we'll also bring it to the center of the box. All right, then we'll bullet this. Let's bullet it. Bulleting of any, you can choose the bullet of your choice. All right, bullets already, and increase the font size to 36, and then centralize. Okay, so the next thing we look at treatment with choice of drugs. So let's just pick any of the boxes. Can remove this, okay, and just insert our image photo. This is yeah, okay, so this is medicines used to treat tuberculosis. All right, let's give another slide that may possibly contain our conclusion if peradventure we are done. Let's say conclusion. So we can just come by saying tuberculosis is a highly contagious disease, and adequate prevention is required to curb its spread. Okay, full stop. So let's bold, let's edit as usual. Format the text 48, bring it to center, give it a color, a basic color. All right, and then bold it. Okay, let's give this one as usual 36, bring it to center. All right. Okay, so we're done for this. Now there are other things we want to do. We want to insert a shape, we want to insert anything of our choice. Okay, so this is more or less what we want. So let's see, we can insert a link just like we did. So let's go here. Maybe we want the link to take us to a website or a page. So we can insert, highlight first, and then you click on the three dots and click on insert link, and then the link, this is tuberculosis. You can change what you want it to be, and you can insert a link. Okay, tuberculosis Wikipedia, and okay. All right, then you can come back to undo the underline so that it does not show as even. But then you can also change the appearance of that particular text by modifying it, and then it will still retain the link. So let's possibly say we want it to still be blue, but then we can still bold it for emphasis. All right. If you click on that particular item, click on it, it will still show you that this is a link. You can open, you can follow the link, or you can edit the link. Okay, so that is for insertion of link. What else? We want to insert a shape. Okay, let's see where we can possibly insert a shape. Okay, let me reduce this and give it a shape possibly. Okay, let me copy this. I want to make it a more unique one. Okay, cut it, delete that particular heading. Okay, and then we want to insert a shape. Alright, so let's insert a shape and possibly a pointing arrow to this particular image, and then how do we do? Use our plus. So bring in shape. Okay, so you can go to arrows and let's select that particular one. Okay, click on the arrow and drag backward as you want it to be, and still reduce it. Okay, then you can write a content, put the content by double clicking, and then we paste what we have copied before or what we cut. Okay, double click inside of it, paste it. So a man with signs of TB. You can see I can decide to edit the look of that shape. Come to your formatting, so you can format the border color. Possibly I want it to be in red. I will increase the border color. Okay, you can see you can increase the border color to whatever you want it to be like. You can change it to be like a dash. You can see. Alright, then you can fill the color. Possibly you want to fill it with anyone, red, any color of your choice. You can choose as you want to fill. Then let's increase this up a little bit. Alright, good. So a man with can also increase the size of this and make it more bigger. Alright, so this is it. Change as what you want, just change it in any way you want it to look. Alright, then you can do the same thing here. Just copy this, or select all and cut, then delete content, bring in an arrow. You can decide to change it to flowcharts, whatever way you want it, call outs, equations. You can choose anything you want to insert as far as you know what you are doing. So I can decide to use this time. Okay, double click and paste. So I paste that. You can double click inside and paste your content. Paste your content. Clinical presentation of tuberculosis. Let's come to edit or format the shape. Okay, you can format the shape border. I want it to be red. Okay, then come and increase the border. You can decide to change it to a dash of my choice, anyhow I want it to be. Then you can fill the shape. So you can fill the shape as you want it to be. Okay, what else can we do? That's that. Alright, so you can insert as many things as you want, or you can any shape, as many shape as you want. You can insert pictures, diagrams, anything you want to put in your content, or anyhow you want your content to look, you can. So the last thing we're going to look at is to changing the theme, which I've told you before. You can come and utilize this button here to change the theme. So let's click on it, and it's loading themes. So right, so we can choose any theme of our choice. You can choose this and apply it to all the items. You can see this looks nice. You can see you can change. What challenge you may have is that most times you may not have to readjust your content because of the theme you have changed. You can see you cannot change, readjust your content. You can readjust your content, right, to suit your new theme. Okay. So when you want to readjust your content, it means you may need to change some text color. So let's change this. You can see it's coming up now. So let's see other things. Okay, we have to change this. Let's change the text color to black so that it will be visible. Yeah. Okay, that's for that. Let's see other things if they have changed. Alright, let's change the text, this particular one to 36 as usual. Okay, and bring it down and shift it up, shift this up as well. Okay, so that's for that. Let's see if there are other things that changed. Okay, this is fine. Let's see the text 36, this. Okay, fine. So that is it. So the next thing we just put is a thank you. Thank you for listening. So possibly I want to put this, insert an image, so I want to bring in a logo. Okay, increase the size as you wish, as you want, as you will, and you can click on it and send it to the back. Send it to the back so the thank you will appear. Okay, so it means we are going to readjust the thank you. Okay, so let's give it a highlight at the background. Let's adjust the image to make it more transparent. Yes, I mean, yeah, good. So let's change the text, the thank you font to what we want it to be. Give it a very nice color, possibly blue. All right, and increase the font size to a larger one so that yeah, that's good, and that makes sense. So we can actually remove the text highlights, put it none, and it's just be like this and say thank you. Okay, so we can also do the same thing to the first slide by the respect to the background. Let's put an image, bring in that image again, and then we just click on it. Okay, let's see. So click on it again and send it to the back, then come and edit it as usual, and adjust the image and bring it to form a background so you can see. Yeah, so you can, it makes sense now. So this, you can even do that for each of the slides or to apply to all the slides. So far so good. We have navigated through how to modify your Google slide. We've looked at inserting content, how to format the text boxes, the text itself, add image and the likes, add shapes as we desired, and then to modify whatever we want to. So these are the basic navigations that you can do, and even more in respect to Google Slide. So I want to believe that you understood what we have done so far, and then you can, if you have any question, you can always drop it in the comment section and they will be addressed. Kindly click on the subscribe buttons, likes, and you can share. Thank you.